The Denver Broncos have made their first round of roster cuts. Hello everyone and welcome to Denver Broncos Syndicate, part of the Sports Syndicate family of channels where we are dedicated to bringing you content about our favorite sports teams. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Before we jump in, we just need to get the housekeeping stuff out of the way. According to YouTube, just over 2/3 of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed. So if you routinely watch these videos but are not yet subscribed, it would be awesome if you could do so. We are trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the beginning of the regular season, so each subscription helps a lot. Well, it's the part of the preseason that nobody enjoys, as NFL teams had to make their first round of roster cuts this afternoon. All 32 teams had to have their active rosters trimmed down from 90 to 85 players prior to 2 p.m. Mountain Time. It was announced that the Denver Broncos have waived 5 players prior to the deadline. Those players are Denver native running back Max BORGHI, 2021 5th-round safety Jamar Johnson, wide receivers Travis Fulgham and Caden Davis, and undrafted free agent tight end Rodney Williams. To me, the biggest surprise on this list is Davis. The 2022 undrafted free agent has been the first player on the field in every single training camp practice and has made some nice plays throughout camp. The other 4 players don't really come as a shock. BORGHI, an alum of Pomona High School in Arvada and former standout at Washington State, played 22 snaps in the Broncos preseason opener against the Dallas Cowboys. He carried the ball 4 times for just 10 yards and also had 1 reception for a loss of a yard. I know the entirety of Broncos country wishes him the best moving forward. Jamar Johnson had never really logged much playing time for the Broncos, spending most of his rookie season on the inactive list. He had since fallen down the depth chart even further in training camp, being surpassed by guys such as Delarian Turner-Yell and J.R. Reed at the safety position. He recorded 7 tackles in the Dallas game, and he hopes to latch on to another team's roster for the remainder of the preseason. Travis Fulgham is a player who has some name notoriety after leading the Eagles in receiving yards in 2019, but he hasn't really done much since. He was released by the Eagles last October, and after a brief stint with the Miami Dolphins, Denver signed him to their practice squad midway through December of last year. He played in 1 regular season game for the Broncos, recording no stats. He struggled to rise up the depth chart with the Broncos, and it was becoming clear throughout camp that his days were numbered. Finally, we have UDFA tight end Rodney Williams, who is already considered a long shot to make the Broncos roster or practice squad, considering our significant depth at the tight end position. Sometimes the human element gets lost in days like today, and Coach Hackett alluded to that. These guys put their blood, sweat, and tears into this on a day in and day out basis, and when they get cut, they're literally getting fired from their job. That part of it always sucks, so my heart goes out to each and every single player who had to hear the tough news today. Regardless, we do have to move on. The Broncos are scheduled to face the Buffalo Bills in their second preseason game on Saturday, August 20th at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. It's unknown if Von Miller is going to play in this game, but it will certainly be weird if he does. The Broncos will then have to trim their roster once again down to 80 players prior to our preseason finale at home against the Minnesota Vikings. Once again, I will be at that game, bringing you guys live coverage on Twitter at Gage Madrid NFL, so be sure to give me a follow over there. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss when we upload. And for now, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out and let's ride.